Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week at everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news of expanding service activity that is buoying many key economies. It is a holiday on Wall Street today, so key data flows will be light. It might also be worth noting that there are now only 57 days into the US presidential election. The G20 meeting of world leaders has ended in China, an inconclusive affair marred by Chinese attempts to dominate everything. Nothing of substance was resolved or decided, but at least leaders are talking together personally. Down the road in Hong Kong, however, 6 independent MPs have been elected to their Legislative Council, securing about 20% of the vote, and that's despite official pressures against them. And they are expected to annoy Beijing by calling for localist policies. Localists gained in this election. Beijing supporters have given ground. Beijing is in no mood, however, to tolerate anything but the party line, so this may spell trouble for Hong Kong. In Japan, the central bank governor signalled a readiness to ease monetary policy further using existing or new tools, and he rejected growing market concerns that the bank is reaching its limits after an already massive stimulus program. We'll get to hear their plans on September 21, the day before the US Fed and the RBNZ reviews their rates. India's departing central bank governor warned overnight that central bankers are in a low interest rate trap. Once you let yourself in, you can't get out, he says. A lesson perhaps for New Zealand here. There was some key service PMI data released overnight, and they were generally positive. In the US, they slipped a little to a 6-month low. In Japan, there was no growth. In China, they improved further. The most impressive data was out of Europe, where the expansion is holding at a healthy level. Reinforcing that, Eurozone retail sales for July came in much better than analysts were expecting, growing 2.9% year on year. In New York, markets were closed, but elsewhere, trading shows that the US Treasury 10-year yield is up slightly to 1.61% today. The oil price is up by another $1, with the US benchmark price now just over $45 a barrel, while the Brent benchmark is just over $47.50 a barrel. The gold price also gained, but only slightly. It's now at $1,326 an ounce. And the New Zealand dollar is marginally higher today as well, holding on to yesterday's rises, especially against the greenback. It's now at 73.1 US cents, 96.3 Aussie cents, and 65.5 euro cents. The TWI is still at 76.5. I'm David Chaston, and that was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.